What's this supposed to be?
Pardon?
£1, Commonwealth of New Zealand.
I'm sorry. I've only been in the country a few hours. It takes a while to remember about the currency. I beg your pardon, but...
When is the next bus out here?
To where?
Anywhere.
Well, there's one at 2:05 to San Francisco.
Or San Francisco.
4:50. Put your luggage on the ramp. The driver will pick it up when he gets here.
Huh?
Your luggage. Put it on the ramp.
Oh, no, I don't have any luggage, thanks.
Paul?
What do you want?
I'm Roger Wiley. Roger Wiley, you are Paul Marlin, aren't you? What is it? Why'd you keep running? I told you I'm Roger Wiley, Julie's brother. Aren't you well? Shall I call a doctor? Well, the landlady said it'd be all right if I left my bags here while I went looking for you. I explained who I was.
How did you find me?
Your solicitor told me where you'd gone. I only landed in San Francisco this afternoon.
Well, why did you come here?
Julie's estate, for one thing. Then there's the matter of... The gun bother you? I always carry it with me. It's a good thing to have along when you're out on the range for weeks at a time. Are you sure that you're all right?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine, really. Sorry, it's just nerves, that's all.
Julie's death. A terrible trial.
I'm sure the last month has been very unpleasant for you. It'd probably give anyone the shakes.
I'll be all right in the morning. Why don't we meet then? over breakfast, maybe. We can have a talk, huh?
That's a good idea. But with the hotel full up, I hardly know where to look for a room at this hour. What I mean is... No, I thought perhaps I could flop in that chair for tonight.
Oh. Yes, of course. Why not?
Thanks.
You were saying there was another reason why you came?
Oh, yes. I've been out on the range rounding up some beef for shipment. I got back, I found this letter from Julia waiting for me, along with a notification from the court about the trial and all. Julia wrote this the day before she was killed.
Stay away from me. I know why you came. I had a warning.
You had a what?
I know why you're here, and I know why this gun, too. I saw it all happen.
Paul, I don't know what you're babbling about.
You're here to kill me. You read the newspapers, didn't you? You believe what they said, that I killed her, don't you? That I planned the whole thing to make it look like somebody had broken in just to cover up.
Paul, listen to me. I don't believe anything of the sort. Why should I?
Why are you here? She told you everything in that letter.
Paul.
She knew everything right from the start, didn't she? I never fooled her, not for 1 minute, I'll bet.
Paul, give me the gun.
No.
You don't realize what you're doing.
No, I tell you! I waited too long. I've planned all this too carefully to have it all blow up my face now. I am her heir! I am her sole heir!
You killed her.
Yes! You're not gonna take it away from me. Nobody's gonna cheat me of it now.
Dearest Roger, I only hope and pray you will believe that the last 6 months have been the happiest of my life. I know how foolish you thought I was to marry a man so much younger. I must confess I had my moments of doubt, too. But Paul loves me, really loves me, Roger. He proves it in 100 ways every day. I've never felt so alive, so wanted. Enough of this, dear brother. I want very much to give Paul something in return for all he's given me. I've decided to immediately transfer all my holdings, real estate, stocks, everything, to his name. And I want it to be a surprise. Naturally, there'll be some complications with those things you and I own together. And as it has been so long since we've seen each other, couldn't you find the time to come to San Francisco? It would be wonderful if you could. Besides, it's high time the two men in my life met and became friends. Julie. Paul Marlin went to the gas chamber insisting that he was the victim of an hallucination that drove him to murder. The only witness he had to support his plea was the bartender. Then bartenders hear so many strange things, don't they? Probably it was Paul's guilty conscience that somehow created the sights and sounds of his own destruction. His conscience was his executioner. In a moment, a program word about next week. If ever there was a place where the ability to see into the future would come in handy, that place would be a racetrack. But ace jockey Ronnie Watson's brush with the supernatural has become one of the great legends of American racing. See for yourself next week.